for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
On first down, it's Hunt, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. On first down, they go right back to Hunt.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Complete to Hilton. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Tackles. Shoot.
Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On second down, it's Freeman, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now here's Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They'll set up a throw. Ebron caught left side. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw now on first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Pick that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 1. And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. They'll run on first down. Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 44, Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Patrick Mahomes saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. He'll look to throw. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. first and 10. Here's Mahomes. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first down, it's Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Watch 85, ball's going 85, watch 85. So don't say nothing.
Watch the shit. Protein spill. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket. But couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here. Under pressure, they got him again. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And an alley to run. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Go get him. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. 41's the Mike. Check 41. No chance.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Zoo.
I've got to wedge that, huh? Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Speed trip. Speed trip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that. 2-18. Ready?
Bud going to run for it. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that goes for a gain of 31. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now Mahomes. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now it's Mahomes again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
This play is under review.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line. Today's final score.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.